and he decided that he was going to go back home. But watch this now, watch this, watch this, watch this. While he was on his way home, the Bible tells us that his father ran towards him. While he was on his way home, the Bible tells us that his father ran towards him, ran towards him, ran towards him. Listen, the father did not wait until this young man got to the palace, but the Bible tells us that he ran towards him. Someone must believe that someone must know that even though you might have left the church, even though you might not have been in the church as yet, God is like a loving father. He is looking out for you, just waiting for you to make that step, just waiting for you to make that decision to come back home. He's not just there sitting on his throne waiting for you to come back up to him and say, oh God. He is already there with loving arms waiting for you to come back to him. The Bible tells us that this father, this earthly father, ran to his son. God knows the decisions that you have made in your heart. But even though you are living in sin, as soon as you make this decision to be with God, he is already running towards you to receive you.
Amen. Amen.
So some individuals would like us to believe that God is a stern God who's just waiting to punish us for the sins that we have done. And individuals are afraid to come back to God because they believe that they are going to be beaten with many stripes. But listen here, God is just waiting for you.
Amen.
You see, the thing about this is that this father did not know that his son was going to come back home, but he was expecting him to come back home. So I believe that every day the father was just there looking down the road. He was saying, okay, today is the day that my son will come home. And he was just always looking. He did not know the day, but at the very day that he was coming, he was there to meet him. God is already there, ready to meet someone because he knows that you are getting ready to come back home.
Amen.
You are getting ready to come back home. But watch this. Even though the father ran to meet this young man, the father did nothing else. Even though the father ran to meet this young man, the father did nothing else. You know why? Because there is a part for you to play as well. See, the Bible tells us that God allows his rain to fall on the just and on the unjust. See, God, the Father, did not promise this young man or reinstate this young man until this young man confessed his sin. See, the Bible tells us that he ran towards his father. The Bible tells us in verse 20 that the father arose, but when he was yet a great the father saw him and had compassion and ran towards him and fell to his neck and kissed him. But that was as much that he did until the son confessed. The son says, Father, I have sinned against you.